In this video, I will do a lot more covering of the evidence that is against Laura Phantom because she is a pedophile, and if you don't believe me, I will show you more evidence as I did than my first video of her because I didn't really show too much evidence, I just show a little snippets, but this one I'm definitely going to show a lot more. And keep in mind, it will get pretty disgusting. Just so you know who's who, the Dark Crystal Lypsium, I'm just going to refer to them as Dark, is Laura. And Price J is the minor in this situation. Just keep in mind of that. Not only is it inappropriate to do a Discord role play with anyone, but especially a minor in a very sexual tone, it is very disgusting, as you'll see right here. So Price J says that he's gonna go to the shower in the role play. So you can see a little bit of creepiness when it comes to Dark, because when Price J says in the role play that he's gonna go take a shower, Dark is like, hee hee, I can't wait to peek. I can't wait to see in the shower. Well, she doesn't say that, but she's pretty much doing the essential equivalent of that. And I'm not sure if Laura has a boyfriend at this time, but if she did, it would be really inappropriate because not only is she Discord role-playing with a minor, but she's also doing some like, hey babe, how are you doing? And it's just very inappropriate anyways. No matter if she did have a boyfriend or not, this is very inappropriate. And oh my goodness, does this Discord roleplay escalate really soon? I know this is just a screenshot and there could be more context, but this gets just disgusting. Well, you may be wondering, well, maybe Price J is consenting to this. Well, no, Price J is not. He is a minor, and if I'm correct, this is a kid who has a disability. So not only is she taking advantage of someone who is young, but also has a disability, so they can do a Discord roleplay, which is disgusting. So you may be wondering, well, this is just a roleplay, they're not being actual. Well, it's still disgusting and very predatory because you're talking to someone like this and this is a minor. So if you talk to a child like this, it still qualifies as predatory whether it be roleplay or not, and it's disgusting, as I will say, for like a long time. It is disgusting. I'm not going to read the whole content of who provided me this because it is disgusting and I don't want to see this, but I'm going to let it play out just to let you know how disturbing Dark or Laura is. And it gets worse. There's a conversation between Tuxedo Steve and Loco Rangiku, who I'll call Rang, because there is a deeper thing that's going on in this conversation. Tuxedo Steve doesn't seem like a bad person. He's just caught between two fires because they are clearly friends with Rang, but I'm also assuming that they are associated with Laura in some sort of way. Friendly, or maybe they're in contact, and Tuxedo Steve doesn't want to be in this drama, so he's trying to stay out of it. And I'm not sure what happened between Rang and Tuxedo Steve, but clearly he didn't want to do something that was necessarily mean or rude, but he just wanted to stay out of the drama. And Tuxedo Steve is warning Rang because she knows that he knows that what's been going on with Rang, and he doesn't want to be dragged into this drama, which is understandable, but he clearly knows that there's something wrong with Rang because of what she's been going through. If you do not know what's been going on with Rang, Rang has been in this drama because I'm pretty sure at this time that Rang exposed Laura for being a pedophile, and Rang was getting death threats from Laura's boyfriend, and it was disturbing. And also, that I'm pretty sure Laura also exposed Rang's address, or I'm assuming that's her address because they have a screenshot of it, but I'm not going to show that, obviously, for legal reasons, as also as respect for Rang. And Rang, if you are potentially watching this, I just want you to know that you are better than them. You do not deserve this stuff because they are losing. They know they're losing and they want you to lose too. But guess what? It doesn't matter what they say. We all know at the end of the day, they are the losers. And you, Rang, are obviously the one on top of them. And you deserve a lot of praise for that. And I really hope you are doing better right now because these people are absolutely disgusting. And you can tell by the exchanges that Rang is clearly not really well, and Tuxedo Steve is trying to give some advice for Rang that if she wants to seek some help, maybe that she can stay away from the drama and stick to people that is good for her, and as well as giving an advice that if Rang wants to do something that's for her mental state, then do what's right. And this is the part that really irks me because Laura has the audacity to say, I'm feeling really sad at the moment. I need to have at least 10 minutes because I'm almost wanted to say something mean and I'm just crying for 4 hours straight. Boo hoo. You know what you did, Laura? You know what your boyfriend did as well to people? They are idiots. You are an idiot, Laura. And I really hope that you get off this internet because you don't deserve to be on this platform. You don't deserve YouTube, Wattpad, whatever, Discord. You don't deserve to be on those platforms. And you don't deserve a status of where you can be praised because in the end of the day, you are disgusting. And if you really want help, my advice, stay out of the internet and stay out of people's DMs and messaging.
Yeah, and he was no help, Sally. I'm crying in my pillow.
Oh my goodness. Yes, you are a bad excuse for a friend, indeed, because you are dragging people down with you in the mud. So here's some exchanges with Laura and another user. I'm going to skip the first part, so I'll go to the second part. It says, yeah, and I also need some space from Nico, which I'm assuming is Ray, because she hurted my feelings after I had a long day from work, so I'd recommend you should cut her off so just to be safe, and she broken my heart, so I just want you to give heads up. So I had to remove her from my content just to be safe. Boo-hoo, I'm a pedophile. oh my goodness. You have the audacity to be sad, but you hurt Rang and you hurt a lot of people. The user asks, okay, what did you say to you? Was it something like a death threat or anything? But no, it wasn't like that. And Laura says, it was about Mighty and Nate in my movie project server, and no one didn't notice Mighty was in my movie project room in my movie album on Google Photos, so I had to block him. And two, Nate managed to slip by and try to reach out to me, which I got mad. Oh my gosh, you sissy. If she was gonna say something like she was gonna shoot your dog or something, then I would understand why you would be sad and a little scared. But she never said anything that was remotely threatening. This was a little hard to decipher, but basically, Laura knew that Mighty and Nate were in the server, and she was warned about it, but she said, okay, I didn't know. So I don't understand why she was crying. You can take a pause to see this, but yeah, that's what basically happened. And the user of the screenshot explains that their intentions were not to make Laura jealous, but they believe that Laura was behind the termination of their channel. But Laura tries to deflect this and say, oh, my dad did it. But I have my doubts about that. And the user said, no, I deleted my channel so I can start a new one. And Laura's like, okay, my dad was responsible, not me. Good job, Laura. You're blaming your dad. And so Laura is starting to get some dislike and hate from her friends and supporters, which is understandable because she did some bad things. However, what's very wrong is that Laura basically docks someone at the end of this message, which I'm not going to show because obvious reasons. And it's very illegal, and I don't know why her boyfriend did this. I have no idea. And what's disturbing to me is that the person who messaged me and given me the screenshots and information was attacked by Patrick, Laura's boyfriend, and was pretty much in fear because they're trying to get information out of them. And it's disturbing. And I don't know how Laura Phantom is still on the YouTube platform. I'm assuming because she's a small content creator and YouTube doesn't really recognize her. But still, it's disturbing that she's still on the platform where she could potentially harm other people, and as well as her boyfriend, who I'm pretty sure should be serving some jail time for cyberbullying and doxing and a lot of things that is illegal. And here's another screenshot between Sonja, the user that's been asking if Laura is the one that tried to get rid of her, and here's Laura herself at the bottom text. I'll let you guys pause this because it's quite a long read, but yeah, do as you will. Just letting you know that Laura is still a very bad person. And here is another example of Laura being scummy. She's trying to say to someone, guilt tripping them, to say that, oh, you should ban and block this person because I know that they have the evidence. They know that I am a really bad person. So she is obviously trying to guilt trip someone into blocking them and banning them, along with Maya, who is a known person for exposing creeps and pedophiles. And it's honestly very baffling because now I have the screenshots as well, and I can see what you're trying to do, Laura. Don't think you know what I know what you're doing, because I know what you're trying to do. It's disgusting. And you can see at the bottom screenshot that Laura is trying to end herself to bait Shade into believing her and blocking and banning those people, which is a very scummy tactic. Here is another screenshot of Laura and her goons trying to hide away the evidence, which they are failing. Kind of stupid for Cartoon Cat to leave the links and usernames of the people who are associated with this drama, because now I know who is associated with Laura, as well as I know who to report. This time, in this screenshot, Laura Phantom is admitting to all her wrongdoings, as well as trying to gain some sympathy from people in her server. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's so long, oh my gosh. But you can read it. I'm just going to let it play out for a while. If she really was sorry, then she would leave the internet and make sure that she doesn't hurt anyone else. But guess what? She's still on the internet. And here is where the grooming part happens just before. And the screenshot is just so mind-boggling to me. Why didn't Laura ask what's the age of Braxton, or maybe address certain rules to him so that they don't get too weird with each other? And my gosh, Laura, you had so many opportunities to prevent the pedophile allegations, the grooming of what you have done, and you didn't do that. You just fumbled and you fell into your own hole. And I'm gonna dig it for you. No, I'm gonna bury you in it, because as long as you keep continuing your YouTube career, I will continue to bury the grave that you have created for yourself, because you have a platform on YouTube, and if you really were sorry, you would have deleted it or you would have left the internet. But no, you have created a platform which you can still have contact with potential minors as well as people that you could potentially hurt. And we don't want that because you have doxed people, your boyfriend has sent death threats, and you guys can't accept criticism. But no, you are simply the right one in this situation because you think you're the victim. You think people are the bad guys, but no, we are not the bad guys. We're the anti-heroes trying to put you down. So if you really were sorry, you wouldn't leave the internet right now. So yeah, this is the end of this video, and I have legitimately just got so angry that I legit feel so tired from all of this. But for anyone who was negatively affected by Laura, I want you to know that you guys can move on and you guys can seek the help that you guys deserve instead of Laura because she is really bad. And you guys aren't victims. I wouldn't call you guys victims. I wish there was another synonym to make sure that you guys aren't labeled as victims. You guys are actually the heroes in all this because you have exposed this freak. And Laura is the actual victim of her own emotions because she simply can't get away from it. She has always been a victim of emotions, and she will continue to be this victim of emotions as long as she continues her YouTube career. But yeah, this is the end of this video, and thank you to the one who messaged me about the evidence and all the information that I needed. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys stay safe and make sure that she reports Laura in her channel because we don't want her on this internet. And hopefully you guys can do some service of any kind to make sure that Laura does not continue her wrath around the internet. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the graves. And with that being said, goodbye.